In today's video, we're going to be discussing some major news, a major return plan for WWE Raw. Also, we're going to talk about Naomi because I think those dirt sheets were lying big time. And yes, we got to talk about WWE 2K22 because there is something happening behind the scenes and a lot of people are talking on Twitter. So if you guys want more videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button, do all that good stuff, guys. I just want to jump right into it. Let's talk about WWE 2K23 because they announced the full roster for the game. And then, of course, by releasing the full roster of the game, you are going to see a lot of people on social media definitely talk shit, and that's exactly what is happening. Now, there are a few key names that aren't in the game, and those names are Johnny Gargano, Mandy Rose, Sasha Banks, Naomi, and yes, Bray Wyatt. So here's the thing that's really, really interesting. Johnny Gargano wasn't announced for the main game for like the roster reveal, but then he tweeted out that he is part of the game. Then WWE Games actually kind of confirmed it. So it was like a really strange situation, but it does look like Johnny Gargano's actually in the game. Now, Mandy Rose, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Bray Wyatt, and then of course there are a few other names that came back to WWE in recent months. They are not part of the game in terms of disc, which is really confusing and really strange because Johnny Gargano was also a recent return, but he's in the game. I don't understand the situation here in full, but obviously there's a lot of people that are disappointed, and obviously there's a lot of people who are going to be relying on the CAW creations. Me personally, I think WWE 2K23 looks really good. I think the roster looks really good, so we'll just kind of see what happens. But thankfully, there's some really good creators out there who make really good CAWs, and yeah, I don't know if the drama is necessary. Mandy Rose is almost a given. She was released. Sasha Banks obviously released. But Naomi is where things get interesting because nobody knows what the hell is happening with Naomi. And that's one of the things I really, really want to talk about in today's video. But let's just show you guys on the screen. So this right here was a post from Emerald City Comic Con. Welcome to ECCC. Trinity Fatu, aka Naomi, and her bestie Mercedes Varnado are tag teaming Seattle March 4th and March 5th. Meet this duo at the brand new Seattle Convention Center Summit building. And then there's the link to buy tickets. But guys, here is the thing. This is where things get a little bit crazy and we got to talk about it. What the hell is actually happening with Naomi? The dirt sheet said she was gone. Then the dirt sheet said, hey, she's expected back relatively soon. You know, hey, Naomi beat in the Royal Rumble. There's a lot of reports about Naomi and what's actually happening. And the sad thing is, none of these things have actually come to fruition. But when you take a look at that quote or that post from Facebook, Twitter, social media, all of these different things about Naomi and her best friend, Sasha Banks, basically doing all these events together, and she's not in WWE 2K23, I don't know. Maybe more than likely, Naomi isn't returning to the company. And I do want to point this out. Emerald City Comic Con, it's not a verified account. It's not a verified business account. I did do a Google search, and it does actually look like it's a pretty legitimate thing. So I don't think this is like a fake advertisement. Obviously, the tickets are on sale. You know, if she was still with WWE, this type of stuff wouldn't be happening. So I don't know. It's a very, very strange situation. I kind of want to bring it to your attention because, yeah, she's not in WWE 2K23. I'm not necessarily mad about that. She hasn't been on TV. Her and Mercedes Varnado walked out of WWE. But I do find it to be a very crazy situation that there's been a lot of mixed reports on Naomi. And I feel like, you know, as an analyst, as somebody who goes on this channel and talks about the news and the rumors and everything, of course, I always tell people take things with a grain of salt. But I just can't help and realize that, like, there's a lot of people, credible freaking names in the business, who are saying Naomi's coming back. She hasn't come back. And the reality is, if she's not back anytime soon, you know, I think it's fair to say that Naomi probably won't be in WWE. Also, one thing that you do have to be considerate of is WrestleMania season. Is this something where WWE has her returning to the company, but then they just might let her keep wrestling, and not wrestling, but doing like appearances outside of WWE until after WrestleMania? Like, is there a chance that WWE is letting her do all of these things until it is time for her to actually return? Is that something that could have been negotiated? You know, these are the type of question marks that you got to start asking because, truth be told, when you see her doing all these appearances and then you hear that she's coming back to WWE, it just doesn't make a lot of sense as to why that is all happening. And again, that falls back on the dirt sheet reporters and everybody like that who's gotten involved. and it's just a really unfortunate situation. What's not an unfortunate situation is that WWE could potentially be planning a massive return for tonight's WWE Raw. Today's February 13th. Trish Stratus could potentially be on WWE Raw tonight. I want to explain a breakdown to you guys based on the report. So, if you guys didn't know, on the last week WWE Raw post-show, we talked about Lita returning and what that might be, and I actually predicted that Trish Stratus probably would be coming back, maybe doing like a 6-woman tag match at Elimination Chamber. It was a random, kind of a throw it at the wall, see if the shit sticks type of prediction. So anyways, nonetheless, I saw this report from PW Insider, and basically there are people within WWE who expect Trish Stratus to appear tonight and to be somehow involved with the storyline involving Damage Control, Becky Lynch, and Lita. With that implication, it seems very possible that this Saturday's premium live event will see Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai take on Lynch, Lita, and Stratus. WWE Hall of Famer Lita returned last week on Raw to come to the age of Lynch, but the women are still outnumbered 3-2. Stratus last competed in the ring at SummerSlam 2019 when she lost to Charlotte Flair, while Lita wrestled Becky Lynch at last year's Elimination Chamber match. So there you have it. There is this belief that Trish Stratus is coming to WWE again to be involved in a 6-woman tag match. What does this mean for WWE? And I'm going to tell you guys, I think, I made this, like I said, I made this prediction on the live stream. I don't know, it was just a random stupid prediction, and it turns out it could very well be true, which means my prediction probably ain't that stupid to begin with. But my point that I'm trying to make here is that if WWE is in fact bringing Trish Stratus to Elimination Chamber, as well as Lita, I just can't understand why WWE would not have them involved in some capacity at WrestleMania. WrestleMania being in Los Angeles would be the perfect place for them to be. In fact, I would say this match would probably be better for WrestleMania, to be honest, but for whatever reason, it looks like it's going to be happening at Elimination Chamber. I don't know. Obviously, Triple H and WWE must have some really, really big plans for WrestleMania. I think that could be a mistake by not saving this match for WrestleMania, especially when Bayley and Io Sky, Damage Control, Dakota Kai, like, I feel like they could all benefit from wrestling at WrestleMania in this type of match. But, hey, it's the decision that WWE has made, apparently. And I'll say right now, right off the rip, Trish Stratus is a legend. I'm all for her coming back, but I really hope to see that talent are elevated because of this. I personally don't want to see Becky Lynch and Trish and Lita win the match. I mean, maybe this could be a situation where Lita or Trish turn on Becky Lynch or, set up a program for WrestleMania. I want to see Damage Control win. I'm tired of seeing them lose pointless matches, and this could be one of those situations where that happens. So, hey, nonetheless, guys, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, watching this video. Thank you so much. If you guys want more videos like this, click that subscribe button, ring that bell. This way you never have to miss out on wrestling news. I appreciate you all. I'll see you next time.